Last year, Waterbury Career Academy had an epic season when you look at whom they played in their first season in the NVL. Their will to never let the big powers, Sacred Heart, Crosby, Kennedy, bully them around, only led them to a 13-11 season, but 1 quarter short of the state tournament title game, though losing to the eventual champion, Trinity Catholic. Even in a defeat, we saw the young budding stars, Marquand Watson, grow into in front of our very eyes as a demanding player on both sides of the ball. Matt Torres, Jaden Battle, being the gas to start the car of this Waterbury Career team, keeping things moving smoothly. With the Waterbury Career Academy team returning almost in full, their goal is one and only, win a state championship. It starts here tonight, here in Waterbury. Hi, everybody. My name is Christopher Saunders, and this is brought to you by DET Sports Media Production. I'd like to thank David Thurl back doing the camera, and we're bringing you the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans versus the Oxford Wolverines. As you can hear currently right now, we're about to be doing the National Anthem here at Waterbury Career Academy High School. As you're hearing the announcements, telling these fans to quiet down and prepare for the National Anthem. And now we pause to honor our country. Beautiful rendition of our national anthem to represent our country, our pride, and our glory. As I stated before, 2016 for Waterbury Career Academy was a seismic in every possible way imaginable, both what they did on the court as well as being able to define what they were last year. 2017 brings a new challenge here for Waterbury Career Academy. As now you can hear the starting lineups for Oxford.
Number 1, Charles Flowers. And number 33, Hunter Kelly.
And now for your Waterbury Career Academy Spartans. Starting lineup for career. Number 1, Jaden Battle. Number 21, Matt Torres. Number 22, Marquand Watson. Number 13, Chad McCoy. And last but not least, number 11, the forward, Jessa Doctor. And that's your starting lineup for both Oxford and Waterbury Career Academy. The first 3 coming off the bench for career is going to be number 23, Jonathan Edwards, number 5, Garrett Coletti, and number 3, Langston Racine. And for Oxford, it's going to be number 14, Nick Wheeler, number 20, Matt Broes, and then number 3, Matt Machad. And get ready for tip-off here at Waterbury Career Academy. Again, my name is Christopher Saunders. I'd like to thank my cameraman, David Thurl, being able to make this happen here tonight here at Waterbury Career Academy. Head coach for Oxford is Matt D'Amico, and for Waterbury Career Academy, it's Ronan O'Leary going over the game plan a little bit right before tip-off. Oxford in their blue, or dark blue jerseys, I would say, light blue collars. Waterbury Career Academy with their white shirts black stripes, black and gold on the collar. Jessa Doctor in the center, as well as number 23, Tanner Savacco. Sophomore underneath, and let the game begin. Ball is given off to Oxford. That's going to be number 5, Zach Geffert. Takes up to the top. Trying to find somebody open. Gives it over to Flowers, who's going to drive in. Dumps it right off to number 0 for Oxford. Gives off to Flowers again. Takes a 5-footer and gets it. And Oxford scores the first 2 points of the game. 7:42 here in the first. Waterbury Career pushing it up quickly. Battle has it at the top, guarded by Flowers. Gives it over to Marquand Watson. Now over to Torres on the right corner. He's going to drive in. Right-hand finger roll and gets it. Torres answers right back here, 2-2. All tied up here at Waterbury Career Academy. Waterbury Career giving over the press, and that's going to be a travel. And that's going to be on 0, Caden Mitchell. First turnover of the game for Waterbury Career, or for Oxford. Battle gives it over to Marquand at the top. Back up to Battle. Over to Torres. Back over to Battle again, guarded by Flowers. Battle's going to drive in, dunk it off to Doctor. Doctor's going to give a move right hand off the rim, rebounded again. Foul, and then he keeps going up to the basket. And there's a Battle all the way underneath for Career. Dunks it over now to Torres. He's going to shoot the 3, and he's going to get it. Claps his hands in enjoyment. 5-3, 6:46 up here in the first. Geffert gives it over now to number 23 for Oxford. Back over now to Machad. He's going to drive in, give it over to Flowers on the left corner. He's going to shoot a guard by Watson, and he's going to get it. First 4 points by Oxford is going to be given to Flowers. Watson giving the signal. Battle all the way on the left side. Gives it back over to Watson. He gives a fake move, dunks it over to McCoy. He's going to lose it for a second, and the ball's going to be given back to Oxford. 6:11 here in the first. Oxford with another 3 opportunity, and it's going to get in. Oxford with the lead, 7-5. Here, Rowan O'Leary giving off his signal, off to Watson on the left. Now he shoots the 3, and he answers right back. 8-7, 5:40 here left in the first. And Battle's going to steal it. And that's going to be the second turnover for Oxford, and it's going to be an easy 2 points for Career, 10-7. Mitchell gives it over to Geffert. Back over to Mitchell. Mitchell crosses the plane. Back over to Geffert. He's going to shoot another 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Waterbury Career, and Battle has it. He attempted to give it to Torres, but he decided to stay back. Battle taking his time, guarded by Flowers. Back over to Doctor. Battle now at the top. Watson on the left. He's going to drive in, and he's going to be fouled, and it's going to be an and one. The growth that Watson has been from his freshman year till this year has been astounding. The way he's been able to dominate on both sides of the ball, he's gotten stronger, and you can tell right there he used his strength for that possible and one opportunity.
Checking the game for Oxford, number 21, Robert Sergey.
And the three-point play is good. 13-7, Career leads over Oxford. 4:57 left here in the first. And Oxford's going to call a timeout. Head coach Matt D'Amico trying to calm down his young team. Oxford has 3 sophomores. If you look at what they lost last year between Chidoba, that's over 500 points right there if you combine that. They scored over 1,500 last year while giving up over 1,200. Losing that many points, the ball is going to be more of a distribution to multiple guys when you look at it. It'll be interesting to see what this team of Oxford is going to be able to do when you look at the powerhouse of Waterbury Career Academy. When you look at the likes of Battle, Doctor, McCoy, multiple options there that can possibly score against this Oxford team. Talking to the head coach, Matt D'Amico, earlier, one thing he said was we're going to press and we're going to force them to make mistakes. So far, they've impressed so far, 13-7, 4:57 left here in the first. Battle gets the steal. and he's going to be fouled on the play. Foul is going to be on number 5, Zach Geffert. Second team foul. First team foul for Geffert, team second. First free throw is nothing but net. Oxford with 4 timeouts left. Waterbury Career Academy with 5. Ball's going to be off the mark. Ball's going to try to get it himself. And Oxford ends up retaining it. That's going to be Flowers. Back over to Geffert. He dunks it out. And the ball is going to be stuffed by Marquand Watson. And that's something he did all of last year, and he continues it here in 2017. As you can hear the crowd giving a little bit of that stuff signal. Geffert, long toss over 2 Oxford players. Both were trying to fight for it. Ends up being Flowers who's telling him just to calm down. I got this. Flowers gives it over to number 21, back over to Geffert. Flings it over for a 3 opportunity, and it's going to be in. That's going to be number 14, Nick Wheeler, his first 3 points of the game, and now it's 14-10. And that's going to be a foul on number 33 for Oxford, Hunter Keller. His first, team's third. 4:25 left here in the first. Oxford continue on fighting right now, 14-10. Torres has it on the right, guarded by 2 men. Back over to Bow at the top of the key. Now to Torres. Back over to Marquand Watson. Flings over the foot and then into Doctor. And Torres ends up with it. There's a battle between Flowers. Now over the battle. He shoots the 3. Off the mark. Rebound again by Bow, who followed his own shot. Slips a little bit, regains his composure. He drives and gives it over to McCoy. Off the mark, Doctor flings it back over to McCoy again, and Oxford ends up retaining the ball. Flowers is going to drive in 2-on-1, and he's going to be blocked again by Marquand Watson, his second of the game. Would you believe he's only a sophomore and he's already made a name for himself here, not just in Waterbury, but Connecticut itself. 14-10, 3:40 left here in the first. My name is Christopher Saunders. This has been a DET Sports Media production. I'd like to thank my cameraman, David Thurl, being able to make this all happen here tonight for the first game of the NVL season 2017-2018. Ball given over to Flowers, who dunks it over, and it's going to be a foul. And it looks like that's going to be on number 13, Jessa Doctor. His first, team's first. Oh, it's actually going to be on number 4, Josiris Bynum, actually. Not Doctor. It looked like it was going to be on Doctor, but no, Bynum. First free throw is missed. At the free throw line is number 21, the forward, senior captain of the football team as well as the basketball team, Rob Sergedenko. Dribbles the ball, shoots. Off the mark, rebounded by Watson, slips a little bit. Seems to be okay, though. Actually, no, he's coming up a little bit limpy. Bow, good bow, actually good bow right there. Gives it over to Torres on the right. Off the mark, rebounded by Watson. He seems to be okay, and then he slips again. Adjusting his shoes a little bit. Seems to be okay again. That's going to be on number 14, Nick Wheeler of Oxford, their fourth, his first. Torres shoots the 3 and gets it in. 17-10, 3:04 left here in the first. Good defense by Torres, playing man-to-man, or playing press, forcing Oxford to try and make a mistake, but so far they haven't. Ball deflected off the hands of Torres. Oxford will retain the ball. Mitchell inbounding the ball. And Ball is able to deflect it right into Geffert's hands. Back over to Wheeler. Now to Geffert at the top. Guarded by Battle. And Geffert throws it out of bounds. It seemed like when he made that pass, he wasn't looking for his target, almost like a pitcher. If he's not looking towards the glove and he's looking away, you would anticipate the ball to miss the strike zone. In that sense, Geffert missed it right there. 2:35 left here in the first. 17-10, career leads over Oxford here at Waterbury Career Academy in the first game of the NVL season, a non-conference matchup. Torres' three is off the mark. Then rebounded by Bynum. Bynum tried to give a pass to Watson. Ball is deflected off the hands of Mitchell, but Waterbury Career Academy will retain the ball. Looks like the refs kind of telling both Watson and Sergejenko to maybe quiet it down a little bit, a little too much altercation there. Good call by the refs to try to take command of this game early. Don't want any extracurricular activities to happen. Watson gets it, nice fake, passes over, then rebounded by Sergejenko. Then long pass over, and then Battle gets it right back. It's going to be 3-on-1. Torres is going to take it himself, and it's going to be for an and one. Sergejenko with another hard foul, his first, team's fifth. Second three-point play of the game for Career Academy, and it's only the first quarter.
Foul number 21, Robert Sergey.
This Waterbury Career Academy team has returned a lot of talented players when you look at the likes of Watson, Torres, Battle. Although they lost Turner, who transferred over to Kennedy, they're still deep in their bench. And not many teams have two big men like Career has. And the three-point play is good, both in Doctor and McCoy. Some teams, like you look at the likes of Kennedy, only have one big man. Career Academy has three. There's going to be a battle for the ball. Let's see who has it. Fight between Sergejenko and Bynum. Arrow was pointing towards Career Academy, and they're going to retain the ball. 1:55 left here in the first quarter. Subbing in to the game is number 33, Hunter Keller. Subbing out is number 5, Zach Geffert. Battle guarded by Flowers. Also coming to the game for Career Academy is Racine. Battle for the three. Off the glass and rebounded by Oxford. Seems like there's a little bit of a, I want to say a little discomfort right there in the center, but no damage is done. Quick pass over by Racine, able to get over to Battle. Then over to Torres and then Battle, and he gets off the left-hand finger roll, 22-10, 1:22 left here in the first. And then Watson almost steals it right back away from Keller. Oxford's going to retain the ball, but you can see the effort of Career Academy definitely pressing on Oxford early here in the first. Geffert coming back in the game for Oxford, subbing out is number 21, Sergejenko. Ball almost stolen away from Oxford, able to retain it. Now over to the Flowers and stolen by Marquand Watson. Torres is behind the pass. Look, Battle's able to retain the ball back. Thought he was going to lose it for a second. Off the foot of Watson. And it's still going to stay Oxford ball. 1:03 left here in the first. One foul for Career, 4 for Oxford. Hunter Keller inbounding the ball. Ball given over to Flowers. Double man between Torres and Racine. He's still able to get underneath the basket. Flicks over to the sophomore. Off the rim, rebounded by Bynum. And then given back over again as Oxford is trying to retain the ball and trying to keep it from staying out of bounds. Torres now shoots it from the right hash. Not able to get it, rebounded by Oxford. 39 seconds, and then Oxford throws it out of bounds. As you can see, Flowers actually is telling the sophomore just to calm down a little bit. As I stated, 3 sophomores for this Oxford team. First NVL game of the season. Oxford rebounds the ball. That is number 23, Tanner Savacco. 27 seconds and counting. You would anticipate Oxford try to take the final shot. Now Geffert back up at the top. Back over to Mitchell, and then Battle steals it away. His third steal of the game, 11 seconds and 10. Good defense by Flowers. Bell's able to get around him. He drives in, and then the ball is blocked by Mitchell. Career Academy will retain the ball with 3.9 seconds left here in the first, 22-10. Bell has the top 3, 2. Torres shoot the long 3. Doesn't get it, and at the final buzzer at the end of 1, Career Academy 22, Oxford 10. When we come back, second quarter here at Waterbury Career Academy. My name is Christopher Saunders. This has been a DET Sports Media production. I'd like to thank David Thuralt for making all this happen, because without him, we wouldn't be here. We'll be right back. Back here at Waterbury Career Academy Spartan Gymnasium in Waterbury. Oxford fighting as much as they can. They were up 10-7 at one point, but then Career Academy continued to fight back. It's now 22-10 as we're about to begin the second quarter. Digging back in a little bit what happened last year with this Oxford team, they were in the state tournament, but then over ties and scores, they ended up being jumped out of the state tournament, only winning 8 games. Now, it's kind of interesting how that happens. You would think that once you win 8 games, you automatically qualify for the state tournament. But something happened with, as I mentioned before, with the stats, the numbers. They ended up being jumped out. So the goal for Oxford, after talking to Matt D'Amico, is we want to make the state tournament. Oxford showing it off so far in the first quarter that even with this young team, they're continuing to fight. Geffert now at the top of the key. Guarded by Battle. That's going to be Mitchell. Career Academy playing press. Geffert he's going to drive in, flicks it over to Flowers. Now he's going to drive out back to the 3. Gives it over to Geffert again. He loses it for a second. The ball's going to be stolen by Career Academy. Got 3 on 2. And that's going to be number 4 for Career. Bynum with the right-hand finger roll. 24-10 here in the second. Geffert to Flowers. Flowers tries to make a pass to Savacco. Ball ends up hitting his foot, but it's still going to be Oxford's ball. Coming back in is Nick Wheeler. Coming out is Flowers. 7:15 left here in the second. 24-10 still. Career Academy over Oxford. Wheeler to Geffert. Geffert thought about driving in. Back over to Mitchell. Geffert trying to find somebody open. Quick passes by Oxford, and now there's a 3 by Savacco. Off the mark, rebounded by Battle. Savacco tried to be able to steal the ball from Battle, but he's able to retain it. Finger roll off the mark, rebounded by Racine. Actually, that was going to be Bynum. 6:49 left here in the second. Oxford retained to a lot of 3s. They got to go back to driving the ball. That's what they had success with in the first quarter. Mitchell now going back up to reset. Savacco has it. Now stolen by Bynum. He's going to take it himself. Left-hand finger roll, and it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 26-10, 6:24 left here in the second. Waterbury Career with a commanding lead, 16 points. Battle over between number 4 and number 3 for Waterbury Career. That's going to be Racine and Bynum, both juniors. So now we're going to have a timeout by Oxford. Head coach Matt D'Amico trying to calm down his team right now. Early in the game, you never would have thought that they had any sort of nerves. 3 sophomores in their lineup, and they were up 10-7 at one point. Career Academy was maybe playing a little bit too quick. But then Oxford started to give away little by little, and now a 16-point lead by Career Academy. Now, looking at what Career Academy did last year in the NVL, or more so in the brass division itself, they were 1-5. When you look at Sacred Heart, Sacred Heart's one of the most dominant teams in the state itself when you look at the type of potential that they've had. Mustafa Haran now at Auburn. We'll get back to discussing Waterbury Career Academy at the next time out. Geffert guarded by Battle, has to cross the line in 5 seconds or it's a backcourt violation. Or 5 seconds. Gives over back to Mitchell, crosses the path. Guarded by Doctor. That's a mismatch. Back to Flowers. And now a two-man by Watson and Doctor. He's going to shoot the long 10-footer. Not able to get rebounded by Racine. Now he's going to take himself back over to Battle. Battle guarded by Flowers. Watson wants the ball. He's going to get it. He shoots the three from the left corner. And it's nothing but net. 29-10. 5:35 left here in the second. Wheeler has it on the right. Guarded by Racine. Now back over to Mitchell. Now to Flowers. He's going to shoot the two. And Watson gobbles it right back up. 5:18 left here in the second. Battle now top guarded by Flowers. It's been Flowers and Battle this whole game. Racine calling his man, gives it over to Doctor. He's going to drive in. And he's going to be fouled. That's going to be on Mitchell of Oxford. And Doctor's going to get to the free throw line. His first free throw is missed. Coming into the game is Sergey. Coming out is Nick Wheeler. Doctor taking his time. Second free throw is good. 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 30-10. Entering now the 5-minute mark here in the second. Racine guarding Geffert. Giving him a little bit of room, gives over back up to Mitchell. Back over to Sergey. Now to Mitchell again. Geffert's going to push a little bit, spin, try to find some space, flows it up there, and it's no good. And it looks like it's going to be off Racine of Waterbury Career Academy. Oxford's going to retain the ball. Career Academy is showing a lot of heart so far here in this first half, playing a lot of man-to-man, really forcing Oxford into making mistakes as they have 7 turnovers so far here in the first half. Geffert's going to drive in. Ball's going to be, looks like, blocked possibly by Doctor. Nonetheless, it's going to remain Oxford's ball. It looks like there was a scruffle between both teams. The ref got in the way a tad bit. Nonetheless, Oxford has the ball. Dunks it over to Sergey. Now Doctor and Watson. And the refs had to tell them to calm down just a tad bit. We know Doctor and Sergey have a lot of passion as they both shown in football. Surprisingly, both also played tight end, so you can see that type of football mentality that they have. But Career Academy will have the ball. Racine's going to inbound it, give it over to Garrett Coletti, the senior, newly into the game. His first points, or first minutes here in 2017. And the dunk by Marquand Watson. The pass over from Torres. 32-10, 4:15 left here in the second. And now stolen by Watson. He's doing himself tonight. And he's going to take it with the right-hand finger roll. 4 points by Watson in less than 10 seconds. 4 minutes now left in the second. Mitchell now has it at the top of the key. Oxford has to do something. They have not scored since the 4-minute mark in the first. And that's going to be now another turnover. That's going to be 8 for Oxford. Geffert and Savacco coming in for Oxford. Coming out, Sergey and Penatella. Torres on the right, flicks it over to Racine. Fakes it over and then regroups. Gives it over to Coletti. Back over to Doctor at the 3. Tries to make a quick pass, but then it's stolen by Flowers. He's going to take it himself. Spin move. 3-footer and banks it in. First points for Oxford. 34-12 in about 6 minutes. 3:22 left here in the second quarter. Torres gives it over to Watson. Now Doctor's going to drive in and take it himself, and he just dominated the inside part of the basket, 36-12. You can hear Rowan O'Leary telling his players, continue on the passing and show the effort that they have in this game thus far. And now it's going to be Spartans ball, 3:02 left in the second. Mitchell coming out of this game. Nick Wheeler coming back in for Oxford. Racine inbounding the ball. Gary Coletti going to be the point guard with Battle on the bench. Torres with the three, and nothing but net, 39-12. And Torres has been on fire from the start of the game. 2:50 left here in the second. And then Doctor almost steals the ball as he moved out from the center point of the position and moved up where the three was. So now we have a couple of the JV players coming into this game for Oxford. Ball blocked by Doctor, inbounded by Nick Wheeler. Then Racine tried to steal the ball. Geffert with the long two from the free throw line and gets it 39-14. Entry now 2:20 in the second. Watson has it at the top, gives it over to Torres again where he made his last three opportunity. That was Keller and Machad trying to force the turnover. Unprevailing though, Career Academy still keeps the ball. Coming out of the game is Doctor. Coming back in the game is Josiris Bynum. Ball was off the hands of number 23, Savacco for Oxford. Career Academy is going to retain the ball. Pass was intended for Bynum. Almost was a dunk opportunity by Watson as it was inbounded and then thrown into Watson off the, let's say, the back rim. Torres gives it over to Bynum underneath. He's not able to get it. Flicks over twice, three times, not able to get it. Oxford is able to get the ball back. That is Geffert. He makes the long pass over to Wheeler, giving it over to Savacco, and then stolen again by Racine. Career playing at a quick pace. One of the few missed shots by Watson here tonight as Wheeler ends up with the ball, inbounded by number 3, Machad. 1:27 left here in the second, 39-14. Career Academy leads over Oxford. The ball is stolen by Gall and missed. That was number 5, Gary Coletti. 1:13 left here in the second quarter. Gary Coletti getting his first opportunity to play here in 2017 in the second quarter. Torres and Racine pressing. Three opportunity made. That's number 2, Jared Penatella. 55 seconds now, 39-17. Torres answers back with another three. Ball does not even hit the rim, but then inbounded by Racine, given over to Wallace. And he's going to be fouled at the free throw line. He's going to get 2 shots. Bynum ended up with the ball and then gave it over to Marquand Watson, who then was fouled as he tried to do the hook shot. 2 free throws. 39-17, 46 seconds left. First free throw was good. Career Academy cracks the 40-point mark. 17 fouls for Oxford, only 1 for Waterbury Career Academy. I think that's the most impressive thing so far in this game, that they have not defeated themselves. Either turnovers, only 3, and then you look at the amount of team fouls, only 1. Watson perfect from the free throw line, 2 for 2, 41-17. And coming out of the game is Watson. Coming back in is Battle. Also coming into the game for Waterbury Career Academy, Jonathan Edwards. Geffert gives it over to the Flowers. And Oxford is able to get to 19 points, 41-19. 33 seconds left. Gottlieb gives it over to Battle, guarded by Flowers. Spin move. Dunks it over to Edwards. Back over to Battle. Now to Gottlieb. Now to Bynum at the right. He's going to try to make a pass, but they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Oxford's going to get the ball back with 19 seconds left. I would anticipate that they're going to attempt the final shot. Savacco inbounding the ball to Geffert. Mitchell to the right. Savacco running past him. Geffert telling Mitchell to get to the left hash. 8 seconds left and counting. 7. They got to shoot the ball. Give her a Savako underneath the basket. Is blocked. Second chance opportunity. Battle ends up with the ball. 1. And they went in. Oh my gosh. What a play by Jaden Battle. He just floated a prayer, and it went in. 44-19, and that's how the first half ends here at Waterbury Career Academy with a floater from the long 3 at the half court line. And at the end of the first half, Waterbury Career Academy ends it with a flare, 44-19 as we're going into halftime. My take back from that first half, plain simple. Waterbury Career Academy has dominated on both sides of the ball. Oxford, in some ways in the first quarter, was up 10-7, but then Waterbury Career Academy just continued on fighting back and forth, and you saw the domination from Marquand Watson and Battle. 17 fouls for Oxford, only 1 for Career Academy. Oxford continued to defeat themselves. That's something that they have to look for or try to improve more so in the second half. Now we're going to end up about 9 minutes and 40 seconds left of halftime. We'll come back about the 2-minute mark, go over maybe a little bit more what happened in the first half. My name is Christopher Saunders. This has been a DET Sports Media production. I'd like to thank David Thuralt. Without him, none of this would be possible. We'll be right back. Welcome back now to the second half here at Waterbury Career Academy Gymnasium in downtown Waterbury. Oxford is down 44-19 as we're entering now the third period coming out of halftime. My name is Christopher Saunders. This is a DET Sports Media production, and Waterbury Career Academy has dominated the first half, and it's been mainly Marquand Watson, and it's been also Matt Torres. Both of them led. They're so young when you look at the amount of reps that they've had since they were freshmen. Last year was the first year of Waterbury Career Academy in the NVL, 13-11, lost in the second to last round going into the state title game, and they were 1 quarter away. But Waterbury Career Academy is unfinished business, and let's see what they can do now in 2017. Torres' shot from the three-point line is off the mark, rebounded by Oxford. Flowers gives it over to number 33 for Oxford, and he gets it in. That's going to be Hunter Keller. First points of the game by Oxford, just like what they did in the first quarter. Watson's going to shoot the 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Jessa Doctor. He's going to be fouled, and he's going to be on the free throw line for 2. On the floor for Waterbury Career Academy is Doctor, Watson, McCoy, Battle, Torres. On the floor for Oxford, Mitchell, Flowers, Savako. First free throw was missed. Geffert and Keller. Waterbury Career Academy with the white and gold jerseys with black stripes on the collar. Second free throw is good. Oxford with the blue, dark blue jerseys with the blue, light blue collars. Geffert at the top of the key, gives it over to Mitchell. Flicks it over back to Geffert. He's double teamed by Doctor and Torres, able to find an open man. Mitchell gives a short pass over to Flowers, now over to Savako. Three-point shot is going to be missed. Gives over to Torres. He's going to shoot a 3. Rebounded by Flowers. Doctor is on the defensive side. Then he drops back. Flowers now at the top. Passes over to Savako. Giving back over to Flowers again. And he's going to be fouled. Ball at first went in and then snow-coned in and out. 6:47 left here in the third quarter. 44-21. Career Academy leads over Oxford. This is a DET Sports Media production. First free throw is good. So far in about a minute and 50 seconds, Oxford has scored 3 points to Career Academy 0. Watson dropped all the way back. Second free throw is missed. McCoy with the rebound, trying to find somebody open. Gives it over to Battle. The Battle flicks over to Watson. Jumps over and misses the ball. Gives it back over to Torres at the 3, and he answers right back. Now 47 to 22. 6:25 left here in the third period. Back over to Mitchell now at the top. Mitchell gives it to Flowers underneath. He misses it, rebounded by Watson. Now one of the rare turnovers for a career academy. Gefford now turns over back again over to Mitchell. Now it's 2-on-1. Torres is going to take himself, and it's going to be an easy 2 points, 49 to 22. Oxford having a hard time being able to compete with this Waterbury Career Academy team in terms of their speed and power. Flowers gives it over to Mitchell. Now turns it over right back over to Torres, who saves it and then gives it to McCoy. Now Battle's going to control the tempo of this game. Taking his time, guarded by Flowers on the side. Back over to Torres on the left. Now to McCoy, back to Battle, now to Marquand Watson. Battle wide open. Misses it, rebounded by Flowers, who takes it himself, one of the few seniors on the team. Back over to Savacco. Misses the 5-footer. Then Battle is able to rebound the ball. Gives it back over to Torres on the right. Missed opportunity. Battle is able to rebound the ball back. Now Watson attempts the 3. Passes over to Battle on the right. And he gets it. Nothing but net. 52 to 22. 30-point lead for Waterbury Career Academy, and they're running away with this. 4:56 left here in the third. Gefford has it. He shoots the long 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Jessa Doctor. Gives it back over to Battle on the right. And he overshoots Marquand Watson. Trying to give it to his left side. As you could tell, Watson was saying, I want it a little bit lower. Kind of over my head a tad bit. 4:42 left here in the third quarter. Nick Wheeler back in the game for Oxford. He's inbounding the ball and gives it over to Gefford. We're about to give it to Gefford. Now he gives it to him. Flowers on the bench, or more so on the floor, trying to stretch out his hamstring. Might be a tad, a little bit of a cramp. Gefford shoots another 3. Not able to get it. Another rebound for Battle. His second of the period. Gives over to Watson, and he did it. Couldn't do it last time, but he did it again. Watson told Battle, I wanted a tad higher, and he got it. 54 to 22. Gefford telling a couple of his players to move up, preferably number 2, Penatella. And Doctor ends up with the ball back. There's an errant pass by Oxford. Torres has it back over to Battle. Waits for it, allows Oxford to be able to make a play. Battle sits back, then does the right-hand finger roll. 56-22.
Your score, the Oxford Wolverines 22, your Spartans 56.
Although the score is a little bit lopsided in terms of Waterbury Career Academy with this big lead, Oxford has shown, though, that they're not going to back down. They've continued to battle. First period, they were up 10-7. Second period, they were able to score a couple points right before the half, although at the end of the first half, Battle shot a half-court prayer and went in right before the end of the half. But this is an Oxford team that, although they lost over 600 points when you combine Chidoba and a couple of their other seniors, they still have some guys that can shoot the ball. Flowers, they also have a couple sophomores when you look at Savacco. You also have Machad and Penatella, 3 sophomores that started the game. This is the type of experience that they need. In order for a club, or more so a high school, to be able to get that experience and be able to progress to the next level, you have to be able to get the reps. That's the only way you're going to get better. Waterbury Career Academy last year, although they were 13-11, what they were able to get, positive and the negative, even blowing the fourth quarter lead, 15-point lead that they had against Trinity Catholic, that's going to bode well for them this year, because now they've experienced it, and now their mission and their goal is simple: win a state title. Mitchell inbounds the ball and gives it to Gefford. 3:55 left here in the third period, 56-22. Career leads over Oxford. Mitchell passes it over to Gefford. He's double-teamed. Back over to Mitchell at the top. Sergianco is calling for it. Doesn't get it. Wheeler now has it. He shoots the 2. Off the mark, rebounded by Sergianco. He's going to put it up, blocked by Watson. He's able to get his own rebound and put it back up, and it's going to be a 2-point for Oxford, 56-24. Oxford has to chip away little by little if they want to be able to fight back in this game. Doctor has it underneath, and he's going to be fouled, and he drops to the floor. He seems to be okay, though, and he's going to be at the free throw line for 2. Looks like after this shot, we're going to have we're going to have maybe 5-person switch, almost like hockey style, coming in. First free throw is good, and now we're going to have complete substitutions on both sides. Coming into the game for Oxford, it's going to be Edwards, or for career, Racine, Oxford, Bynum, Barnaby. Doctor's second free throw is good. He's coming out of the game. Coming into the game, number 45, Noah Anthony. New starting 5 for Career Academy. Oxford, Flowers comes back into the game, as well as number 2, Jarrett Penatella. Penatella turns over the ball. Pass was intended for Sergiaco. Then fouled was number 23, Jonathan Edwards. Career Academy will inbound the ball. Edwards has it at the top. Guarded by Flowers. Edwards is only a freshman. One of the few errant passes by Career Academy in this game. And that's going to be 2 points for Oxford. 58-24, entering now the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Racine for the long 3. Miss. Almost rebounded by Noah Anthony, but then Flowers is able to retain the ball back. Now taking his time, guarded by Bynum. Back over now to Wheeler at the top. Now stolen by Racine. It's going to be 1-on-2. He fakes it, right hand, finger roll, and it's good. Now 60 points, Career Academy is up over Oxford. Nick Wheeler gives it over to Sergianco. He's going to drive in, and he's going to be fouled. And that's going to put him at the free throw line for 2. Sergianco, a captain of the Oxford football team. He was a senior tight end and linebacker. First shot is missed as it bounced off the rim and then off the score clock. Coming into the game for Oxford, coming out is Penatella. Coming in is Machad. Second free throw is good. 27 for Oxford, 60 for Career Academy. Edwards now driving up on the senior Flowers. Edwards is able to get past him. Dunks it over to Racine. He's going to shoot the 2. Off the mark, it looks like there's a battle between Wheeler and his own player, Machad. And now there's a jump ball. And it's going to be Career Academy's ball. Bynum's going to inbound it. Trying to find somebody open here. With 3:09 left here in the third quarter. Back up to Racine, who's now going to reset. Pass over to Edwards. He's going to shoot the 3. And it's not going to get in. Rebounded by Flowers. Guarded by Racine. Senior against freshman and sophomore. Gives it over to Sergianco. He's going to drive in, and he's going to be fouled. Sergianco picking on the young players of Career Academy. Now back to the free throw line for the second consecutive time in less than 20 seconds. Foul number 33, Shaquille Barnaby. Third team foul for Career Academy. 1:50 left here in the third. Second free throw was missed. And it looks like that's going to be a foul on Oxford, number 20, Matt Brois, his first. 1:48 and counting here in the third. Edwards, Flowers. Big-time matchup we've seen in the third period. Back up to Racine now on the right. Ball almost stolen by Flowers, tipped off the hand, now driving in. Then behind pass to Noah Anthony. And now there's going to be a jump ball, and Oxford's going to retain it. Oh, no, they're going to say that Oxford fouled. I'm surprised. I thought that was going to be a jump ball. But the refs have the final say. They said foul. Career Academy will retain it. Racine going to go all the way back to his side of the court. Goes at midway, past it. Ball hit off the hands of Flowers. And now there's going to be a jump ball. And this time Oxford will get the ball. Refs were trying to maybe discuss a little bit what was happening. Maybe another foul. But Oxford, nonetheless, will retain it. Savaco's going to inbound it. Gives it to Keller. Keller now passes the top. Racine and Edwards. Back over to Flowers. Flowers shoots the two. Doesn't even touch the net. Long pass over by Waterbury Career. Edwards now at the top of the key. 1:07 left here in the third. Back over to Bynum. Now to Edwards. Racine. Anthony. He looks like he stepped out of bounds. That was number 33, Barnaby, who stepped out. Keller now going to pass the half-court line. Gives it over to Flowers. Flowers back up at the top. Fakes it. Making a couple moves here. Oxford's got to do something now. Down 60-28. 42 seconds left. Trying to find somebody open. Gives over to Machad. Back over to Savaco. Savaco's going to try to get over Noah Anthony. He's not able to. Ball is kind of tipped off the right hand of Noah Anthony. Now Career Academy might have the last shot. Edwards gives it over to Bynum. Now we're to Barnaby. It looks like the ball was deflected off a hand of one of the Oxford players. 18 seconds left. Flowers has the ball for Oxford. Gives over to Machad. Back over to Brois. Savaco tries to get over Anthony. He's not able to again. Good defense by Waterbury Career Academy. Racine's going to try to do a behind-the-hand shot, and he's not able to get it at the end of three. 60-28. Waterbury Career Academy leads over Oxford. At the end of that play, it looked like, in my opinion, one of the Waterbury Career Academy players, Racine, tried to do a behind-the-hand pass, or no-look pass, and was not able to get it. But this Oxford team has shown a lot of heart so far in the first three quarters. Although the score doesn't look like it, they have competed in this game from the beginning of from tip-off until now. 4 team fouls for Oxford, 3 for Waterbury Career Academy. When we come back, fourth quarter between Waterbury Career and Oxford. This is a DET Sports Media production. My name is Christopher Saunders. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Waterbury Career Academy. My name is Christopher Saunders. We're now entering the fourth quarter between the Spartans and the Oxford Wolverines here at the Spartan Gymnasium in Waterbury. Nick Wheeler now at the left gives it back over to Mitchell. Trying to find a man open, gives it right back over to Penatella. Sergey trying to find somebody open, gives it back over to Wheeler at the top. Back over to Mitchell. Sergianco asking for it. Instead, it ends up being Gifford. He loses the ball. Long pass over to Watson. Back over to Torres again. Try to do another slam dunk, but Watson was not able to get a good grip on the ball, but he's going to be fouled on the play. And now he'll be at the free throw line for 2. This Waterbury Career Academy team starting off hot, just like they were last year, doing very well against non-league opponents. First free throw is good. Although in division, they struggled against the likes of Kennedy and Sacred Heart. Although Kennedy, they took into overtime in the first time when they first played them last year, back on January 19th. Ball is going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Oxford's ball. Nick Wheeler inbounding. Although, quote from O'Leary to the Republican American, I think we have proven to the NVO and a few teams in the state that we are a team to be taken serious. We came up short in our objective last year, but we are motivated and we're going to use that to our advantage. I think he's proving that tonight, both himself and the team. As Nick Wheeler makes the three, 61-31, 7:06 left here in the fourth. And this Career Academy team has shown that they have the talent and they can do it. Back over to McCoy. Faked over to Doctor, now to Torres from the three. Not able to get rebounded by Sergey. He tries to make it pass over to Geffert. He's going to wait, right-hand finger roll, and it snow cones right in. 61-33. The one thing that's going to help Career Academy, though, 46% from the free throw line, or from where they could shoot last year. I think that's something that they're going to continue. 63-33, Career Academy over Oxford. 6:24 left here in the fourth. Geffert fakes out Watson and right-hand finger rolls it again. 63-35. Battle over to Watson. He's going to shoot the three from the left corner. Hits the end of the rim. Rebounded by Oxford. Back over to Geffert. And second consecutive shot made by Oxford. That was number 2, Penatella. Oxford showing that they're not going to give up no matter what. And it's nice to see a team, even though they're down, they're continuing to fight. But Career Academy has not helped themselves either. They're not being able to stick to their man. 14 fouls for Waterbury Career. 5 for Oxford. Career Academy only had 1 last year, or 1 in the first half. Oxford was the team that had 7. Now it seems like it's kind of flip-flopped in the sense where now Waterbury Career Academy has a couple more fouls than they did in the first half. Back in for Waterbury Career Academy is Jessa Doctor, Torres, Battle, McCoy, and Marquand Watson back in for Oxford. Sergianco, Wheeler, Geffert, Mitchell, and Keller. Battle now has it. Gives it back over to Torres again. Underneath the Doctor. Doctor's going to drive in. Back over to Battle to reset. Battle trying to find what he can do. Guarded by Wheeler, but then McCoy tried to do a pick. Watson calling to try to get somebody underneath the basket. Gives it back over to Doctor again. He's going to drive in. He's going to go in tough, and he gets it. Those are the tough 2 points that Waterbury Career Academy needs out of Doctor this year. To be able to use that girth, use the height, and be able to score on will. He can do that, and he's proven that tonight. Battle playing tough defense on Geffert. Then Nick Wheeler's going to dribble all the way around to reset. Mitchell calling for the ball. Good defense by McCoy. Mitchell loses the ball. Torres is going to go in. 2-on-1. And Watson dunks again. 4th consecutive dunk. It's been Torres and Marquand Watson here tonight in a dunk party here at Waterbury Career Academy Gymnasium. 4:56 up here in the fourth. Another steal pass by Battle. And he's going to go for the and one. As it looks like Gifford and Nick Wheeler were both communicating possibly on who was going to try to get where on the pass. That errant pass cost them 2 points and possibly 3. Flowers coming back in. Nick Wheeler coming out. Also coming in back in the game now for Waterbury Career Academy is going to be Bynum, Anthony, Edwards, and Racine with Battle at the free throw line for a possible 3-point play. And count it. 3rd consecutive 3-point play made by Waterbury Career Academy here tonight. Battle coming out of this game. Coming into this game for Waterbury Career Academy, Barnaby. Shockley Barnaby. Flowers gives over to Mitchell. He shoots the three. And he answers right back to that three-point play. Oxford now is correct. 40 points, 41-70. Still down against Career with 4:32 left here in the fourth period. Now Flowers getting a little bit of a tangle with the freshman. I could understand the frustration with Flowers, but he's got to keep his composure. He's a senior. I understand the point deficit is bad for Oxford, but you got to understand, if you're a senior, you got to lead by example, and that's not how you want to show these young players of Oxford how to react, especially being down. Refs are trying to decide possibly if it's a 1-and-1, and it's going to be. Edwards is going to be at the free throw line. Once you get past 7, it's going to be a 1-and-1. Free throw is good. He gets a second attempt. If you make the first 1-and-1, you get a second attempt to be able to make it a normal 2 free throw shot if you're fouled. Second free throw is missed, rebounded by Flowers. 71-41, 4:26 left here in the fourth. This is a DET Sports Media production. My name is Christopher Saunders. Geffert drives in, right hand 5 feet away and makes it, 71-43. Edwards back to Bynum. Bynum tries to get past Geffert and falls at the same time. Waterbury Career Academy still has the ball. Back over to Edwards. Now Racine, he shoots the three. And he gets it. 74-43. Geffert now has the top of the key for Oxford. He tries to push off Noah Anthony. Anthony with his height, let alone he doesn't have much girth, but he does have height. And the ball's going to be overshot, and that's going to be a turnover for Oxford. Just looking at the young potential players here on the court for Waterbury Career Academy, you look at Noah with his height. You look at Edwards with his ball handling skills, Racine and Bynum with their height, and they're so young. The amount of talent that Waterbury Career Academy has, it's astounding. Not just this year, but you look at for years to come. They're going to be a team that a lot of people are going to have to compete with, including Oxford, for years to come. 3:24 left here in the fourth, 74-43. Foul on Flowers. And that's going to put Edwards at the free throw line. And it looks like we're going to have a complete bench switch, or substitution actually, for Oxford. We'll get you their numbers as soon as we can. Coming in is going to be number 3, Matt Machad. Number 12, John DeBruso. Number 4, Pat Mutriano. And number 20, Matt Brois. First free throw was missed. Ball's going to be rebounded by Penatella. Now there's going to be a double team, and Waterbury Career is going to get it back, and they're going to score the 2 quick points by Racine. 76-43, now 3 minutes left here in the fourth period. And Waterbury Career Academy is going to move to a 1-0 record. Oxford is going to move to a 0-1. Ball is going to be off the hand of Racine. It looks like there's going to be a couple more now substitutions coming into the game for Waterbury Career Academy. Number 2, Jaquan Hammond, and number 5, Gary Coletti. Also, too, number 14 as well is into the game for Waterbury Career Academy. Back over to Coletti. Now to Coby Hunter. Now to Coletti again. He's going to shoot it. Ball hits the bottom of the net. Oxford has the ball right back. That's Muchad. Top of the key. Gives it back over to Brois. Oxford is playing pass around the ball, trying to find someone to be open as now the JVs are in the game. 76-43, now 2:25 left here in the fourth. Long shot by Oxford, rebounded by DeBroso. This is good experience for both Waterbury Career Academy and Oxford, getting these varsity minutes and just seeing what it takes to be a varsity player. This will help the progressions of both players. And stolen by Waterbury Career Academy, as now they have numbers. And Career Academy gets the second chance opportunity, 77-43 by Barnaby. Long three attempt by Oxford. Off the mark, rebounded by Hammond. Gives it over to Coletti, pardon me. Now Barnaby again, 4 points in less than 10 seconds. He is on fire here in the fourth quarter towards the end of the game. 1:30 left in the fourth. 19 fouls for Oxford, 4 for Waterbury Career. Muchai with the three. Rims in and out, rebounded by Hammond, his second rebound of the game. Back over to Coletti at the top. Spins past one player, now past another. Hammond shoots a three. Rebounded by Oxford. They're going to dribble up underneath the basket. He's going to go in. Off the mark, shoots another shot. Rebounded again. That's Muchariano. And Barnaby ends up with the shot. And left-hand finger off the mark. And Barnaby gets another second chance opportunity. He's just picking up the garbage tonight for Career Academy with the last minute and 50 seconds left. Scored all 6 points so far with 1:10 when he came into the game. Three attempt by Oxford, nothing but net. That was number 2, Jared Penatella. 31 seconds left. Waterbury Career Academy moving quick, rebounded by Penatella. Penatella gives it back over to number 12. Right hand off the mark, rebounded by Hammond. 21 seconds. And Barnaby's going to drive in. He's going to be fouled. He'll be at the free throw line for 2. John D'Ambruso was the one that missed the shot. Ball was then rebounded by Hammond. Then long pass over to Barnaby, who then went in and was fouled on the shot. He's going to get 2 shots, 81-46 with 14.5 seconds left here in the fourth period. Career Academy is going to move to 1-0. Oxford will be 0-1. First shot is missed. Career Academy's next home game will be here on Thursday against Torrington, who is also playing tonight. Second free throw is good. The Torrington Red Raiders, who have lost Tyreek, who lost one of their key players, Tyreek, who actually went to New York. So it'll be interesting to see what that formation is going to be without Tyreek Evans. 2 seconds, 1 and 0, and the clock's going to expire. And the ball game is over, and Waterbury Career Academy wins the game, 82-46. Waterbury Career Academy moves to 1-0. Oxford moves to 0-1. Next home game for Waterbury Career Academy is going to be on Thursday against the Torrington Red Raiders. Game will be broadcasted by yours truly, Christopher Saunders, here on DET Sports Media Production. Once again, the final score: Waterbury Career Academy 82, Oxford Wolverines 46. For everybody back home listening to the game, hope everyone has a safe and happy night, and we'll see you again on Thursday here at the Waterbury Career Academy Gymnasium. For Christopher Saunders, for Dave Thurl, and for everyone else who watched, we'll see you next time on DET Sports Media. Have a safe night, everybody, and so long.